Good morning. It is Wednesday, May, May 26th, and it is the day after the 1 year anniversary of the murder of George Floyd. I was actually listening to a podcast this morning about, I don't even remember, but it was one out of LA, and they had three different individuals on, and something one of the individuals said, who's from Oakland, not too far from where I live, when she was posting, actually way back when Oscar Grant was murdered by that BART cop, she would come on her horse to protest because that was a way that she could get noticed and seen, because she was observing how the press likes to just focus on the destruction, focus on violence, on the riots, on the looting. And it struck me how concerned people are more about the violence than they are about the loss of life and the murder. And they'll speak up louder about that than they will against the unfair injustices that are always brought upon Black and brown lives. But she also said something that was really striking that I wanted to bring up in this particular live. She said something about staying in your lane. Not all of us are cut out for protesting and marching and taking time off from our day and our weeks and our lives to be out there physically protesting. That's just not our jam. I'm not a protester, never have been, probably never will. I don't even like going to parades that are even celebrating things, except for the Pride Parade. That one's a fun one. But my point in sharing that with you is that we all have unique gifts, and we all have ways that we can show our support and allyship that may be different from what other people are doing, that may not be as out there and loud and vocal. And one of the things that I've been struggling with, quite honestly, oops, my papers are falling down, since I decided to use my voice and my platform more to bring people together in allyship and really be a voice for support and change and for resources, and especially in communication, has been how do I integrate this in my business? I'm often getting feedback that it's not clear in my business. So just to give you a little bit of background, I am a certified high performance coach. I help entrepreneurs, business owners, busy professionals reach that next level of success in their life and business without the sacrifice that most of us make to our health, our well-being, and our relationships, because we are so focused and driven on our businesses and on our success. And what I do and how I help and who I help is people who just want to show up on their A game in every area of their life. And so I've had people say to me, I'm not a high performer. I don't think of myself as a high performer because of the connotation of what high performance means to a lot of people. They see athletes, they see super successful people. And when I say super successful, I mean millionaires, billionaires, you got it. Those are high performers. And that's not the case. High performance is simply reaching that next level of success in your life, creating sustainability for your dreams and goals over the long term. It's consistency. It's consistency of habits, practices, and principles that get you from where you are to where you want to be, and to that next level and the next level and the next level, without you trying to do it all, exhausting yourself by being it all, doing it all, to try to have it all, being irritable at your family members and teams, sacrificing your health, eating at your desk, not eating healthy, not eating for fuel, how you can increase your performance in whatever it is you want to create in your life. So it may not be the athletic prowess that we often think of high performance, but it may just be simply running the best, being the best employee, being the best team leader, being the best business owner and entrepreneur that you can be, and be happy in the meantime. So if you're watching live or you're watching on the replay, please say hello and where you are watching from, because I want to talk to you a little bit about allyship. Because as I was saying earlier, being a high performer and being an advocate for allies to really create something that is consistent and sustainable without just waiting for another murder to make the headlines, or to witness something in your own neighborhoods, or to hear people saying things that may be biased or racist, either consciously or subconsciously, and how you can do something that's in your lane. So for me, my lane was the Intimacy of Race. The Intimacy of Race Facebook group, which if you haven't joined, please join, where I support allies of Black lives, specifically people who are not Black, into how they can have these difficult conversations, be uncomfortable, have the conversations anyway. And I also have a list of resources for us to do our own education, because we're not learning the true history of the United States and race relations in school. A lot of our history has been whitewashed, So as a result of that and George Floyd's murder, I also wrote this book, The Intimacy of Race: How to Move from Subconscious Racism to Active Allyship for People of Privilege. Not passive, but active. What can you do consistently to show that you are support, you're an ally for Black lives, without somebody needing to die or be murdered or be treated unfairly and unjust, for you to continue the work that I know that's in your heart to make a fair and equitable world for everyone? And so what I want to offer you is, and you'll see it in the description, a link to download a free chapter. The book is now available on Kindle. So when you go on Amazon for it, you can click, it says free for people that have Kindle Unlimited, but underneath it's available for 99 cents. Okay. You can get it on your e-reader for 99 cents. But also, what I'm launching next month, just before Juneteenth, and if you don't know what Juneteenth is, it is when the last 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, Texas finally got word, and they freed the last enslaved people in Texas. So that has typically been a cause for celebration in the Black communities. And so last year for Juneteenth, I actually did the Allyship Awareness Forum, which was a huge success. And this year I'm doing a summit called the Diverse Talent Showcase, because here's the thing, guys. When you take a stand for allyship and for diversity, equity, and inclusion, we get to bring that cultural inclusivity into our lives and business. And that's one way we all can do our part. And so using Black products, hiring Black business owners and Black businesses, and patronizing them because of the wealth and equity in the Black communities, it is one way that you can do your part that doesn't involve you being outside with a sign and picketing and protesting. I had this delicious coffee this morning. And so I'm doing everything in my power to bring allyship into high performance, into your lives, and inclusivity into your lives and businesses, so that it's something that we all can do on an ongoing basis to show that, yes, we are going to support Black lives, Black businesses. We're going to give a voice and a platform for people to shine. We're going to give them a chance. We're going to spend money in their businesses so that the financial inequities can start to catch up. So when you download the free chapter of my book, so please click on that as well to get a free chapter. I also what it'll do is it'll put you on my email list so that you can get word about when this showcase starts. It's going to be called the Diverse Talent Showcase. And I have such amazing entrepreneurs and business owners on this showcase. Like personally, I want to hire everyone, because here's the thing about people who've grown up in underserved, minoritized, oppressed communities. The level of resilience, the level of tenacity, we've always had to be better to get noticed, to get a chance, to get an opportunity. So when you hire people out of these communities, you are getting the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And you may not realize it, but I've also had each of these experts that I spoke to share some of the challenges that they face, basically because of the color of their skin. You see, most of us are not sharing these stories because we're so used to having these experiences that it is a part of our way of life, like brushing our teeth and taking a shower. So it's not something we always talk about. We may even reference it in our own community, but it's a given and an understood that we've got to work harder to be better in order to even have a shot at an opportunity that someone who is less qualified but gets better and greater opportunities because of the color of their skin has. And so because of that, I realized the amazing people in the community that are just so over the top talented that you're just missing out on that next level of success, high performance, by not taking advantage of the opportunities in the Black community, of the talent in the Black community. So I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to give you a heads up. If you are interested, if this sounds like a good idea and it's something it's free, but you definitely want to be made aware of when this happens. It's going to be June 14th to the 18th, and you want to get on that list. Just download a free chapter of my book. It'll put you on my email list, and I'll be able to share that information with you. So the link is in the chat. I think it's evamedilek.com/free chapter. And you will get, what is the chapter that I'm giving away free? Hang on, let me check. Not final thoughts, not questions. I think it's the relationship and influence chapter. This is a good one. Written by moi. So anyway, have an amazing midweek, guys. Thank you for joining. And please comment. All of your comments really help with the algorithm. So comment about what you think about what I've been saying, because I know I heard a lot of voices immediately after George Floyd's murder and the protest up to that until Derek Chauvin was actually charged with a crime. And but as with all things, when you have that choice to go back to your life of privilege, the fire dies down. And this is not a criticism. It's human nature. It's an observation. And I know that a lot of you still have in your heart to make a difference, but maybe don't know how, don't know what your lane is. I can help you with that. I can totally help you with that. Because it's a both and. Part of high performance is having that support system and people on your teams that are also the cream of the crop and bring out the best in you. People who have diversity in their teams and in their business have, what is it? I had the stat here, but they're actually have a greater chance of success They're way more successful than people who don't, who are in a homogenous environment. So take advantage of what the communities have to offer, because it is a both and. It is a win-win. It is creating opportunities for underserved communities, but it's also bringing your business to that next level of success. And that is the true meaning of high performance. So it was wonderful chatting with you all today. I will talk to you again next Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Have a great day. Pacific. Bye.